Warning, the following video contains footage of a fat man getting overexcited about video games.
What's in the box?
I think I love retro games.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
I think I love retro games.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
I think I love retro games.
Hello, yes it is me, it is Jace at Retrogames. Hello, how are you? It is another week. Thank you for being here, thank you for tuning in every week to our show. I hope you're still enjoying it. I think it's quite good, isn't it? It's quite good. We have a lot of stuff to show, don't we? We have a lot more stuff to show than a lot of people. So, you know, keep going. It's funny, I watched recently a video by our old mate Retro Bear. Yeah, I still comment to all you guys. I know the Hardcore 44 are still there. And it will all get back to normal soon. Yeah, Retro Bear was saying there seems to be a drought in pickup videos. Whether people are picking up because everyone's got no money because of inflation and the mortgage prices and everything's gone crazy. Whether people are just not buying as much stuff for their collection, which I could possibly sense a little bit through the site. I don't know, he said so few people are picking. Where's the pickup videos and people just picking up? Oh, yeah, I think James said he only picked up one game last month. One game? Call yourself collectors, what are you doing? So yeah, it's a bit sad, isn't it? It's, you know, whether there's a bit of a drought, there's less stuff. Not here, not here. My infinite supply of video games just keeps on rolling in. Suckers, sucker. No, but anyway, it is interesting, isn't it? Less pickups and less people being able to find stuff to buy. But you know, you just need to come to retrogames.co.uk and there's always going to be something to buy. There's new stuff all the time, including some new stuff this week I'm about to show you, because that's what we do on a Friday. We go through some of the new stuff that's gone onto the Retrogames website. I do feel bad for you guys, so maybe, keep it on the down low. I'm not telling many people, but maybe if you type Retro Bear into the search box, there might be a little discount. I'm not sure how long it'll last. I'm not sure if it's even still there. But I've just put that out there. Put that out there. If you're lucky and you know what you're doing, if you're a regular, you'll know. I'll just put a little treat, a little summer treat, if you're all feeling a bit miserable. I know how it feels. I know how it feels. You know, mortgage rates. Yeah, anyway. Enough of that. Enough of that stuff. What's in the box? What is in the box? Okay, we've got some more games to get you excited. And we're going to start this week with, let's start with Atari Jaguar. Yeah, Atari Jaguar. Atari in the house. Yes, Atari in the house. Here we go. This game is a platformer. Cartridge only, not particularly expensive. This game is Bubsy. Check it out. Yes, Bubsy. Now, you're more familiar with being a Mega Drive game. Bubsy 1 and 2, it's an Accolade game. American attempt at platforming. No, it is good. It's quite a fun, cute game. It's not pushing the boundaries. It's not really showing what a 64-bit console like the Atari Jag can do. But it's a nice, well-rounded, fun game. Bubsy there. What's next? We've got another Jaguar game. This one's a good one. This one is Pinball Fantasies. Check it out. Yes, Pinball Fantasies. This is related to Hewson. 21st Century Entertainment released it, but it was what Hewson became. Hewson, I think they went through bankruptcy and they re-emerged with a whole new name to try and get around some legal issues. And they put out Pinball Fantasies, which is quite a big hit on the Amiga and the Atari ST. And they were really good. They were really good. They were solid pinball games. So if you like pinball games, these were it. Pinball Illusions, Pinball Fantasies was the sequel. And they converted it to quite a few different formats. I think you can get it. Can you get it for the SNES? I think you can. But Pinball Fantasies for the Jag, and it's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good. 1995. I mean, it's again not really pushing the boundaries of what the Jag could do, but at least it was a solid game that people enjoyed playing. And compared to a lot of the Jag content, that was a big plus. What's next in my box? Okay, well, a few weeks ago we covered some Coleco. There's a bit more Coleco this week. I've got 3 games. I'm going to show you the 3 games and then we'll do them all together in the video. What classics have I got? Well, the classics, the first one is Ladybug. The next one is the iconic Smurf. Yeah, Smurf, that was a big game for Coleco. And the third one, Donkey Kong Jr. Now let's check all 3 of these out in a row. Okay, here we have Ladybug. Now I really like this format of maze games with the switching doors. So it's a bit like your Pac-Man, but you can kind of double cross the baddies. Look, get away from him. He's stuck, And I can just flip that door and I can get out of the situation. Maybe it makes it too easy. But I think it's a great dynamic. It's underused. Very good. Okay, Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Jr. All the fun of Donkey Kong without the magic. It's just... you climb up the chains, you got to get those... Oh, sorry. You got to get those keys to the top to try and free our dad. It's our dad. Donkey Kong. Here we're going to get this to the top and you'll see... Oh, he's got an arm free. Yeah, he's chained up. You might remember this from the Game & Watch. It has got Mario in it. You can check Mario there. I don't know what he's doing, holding a walking stick. Maybe. I've freed up another couple. And these seeds, you can drop them. Okay. Okay, here we have Smurf. This was a big game on the Coleco. And you have to wonder why. I think it's because Smurfs were pretty hot back then. Everybody collected the little toys. And also, it does look like a proper Smurf. The animation for the main character is pretty good, but what a dreary platformer. Doesn't scroll, just that one flappy bird. It's a bit tedious. We've got a... Oh, bum in the air time. I love a bit of bum in the air time. Just for fun, I'm going to show you the Atari VCS version, like we did with Zaxxon, just to show you the difference. Here we go. This is the VCS version. Exactly the same game. Exactly the same game. But, you know, if you thought it was dreary on the Coleco... oh my goodness. Yeah, leapfrog that Smurf. Yes, Donkey Kong Jr. Don't drop him again, Jason. You've got a habit of dropping stuff. Stop it. Stop dropping. Smurf was a big hit on Coleco. Ladybug, not so much. Donkey Kong Jr. though, yeah, often forgotten about. Beautiful condition. I just showed the beautiful cartridge. I mean, it's cartridge only, sure, but what amazing condition these are. Really beautiful labels. All 3 of these. Really nice games. Really nice games. I do love me a bit of Coleco. As we have, as I keep saying, a bit of Coleco this week. Okay, what's next? What about some more Atari? Oh, now I've got something a bit special here. This is for the Atari 800, and it is a boxed cartridge. It is Mountain King. Mountain King. It's a platform game. Let's check it out. Yes, I mean, it's a very familiar kind of platform game of the era. You know, Pickaxe Pete springs to mind, but it's a good one. It's a good one. But it's got this lovely box. You don't see this in the box so often. Beautiful thing. There's lovely artwork on there. It's very nicely done, isn't it? Big spider there and all this treasure. And I mean, the screenshot in the middle kind of ruins the picture a little bit. Let's open it up and check it out. So we've got the cartridge there. It's classic, just plain cartridge. We've got the manual. I think we have. Yes, we've got the manual. Let's get my fingers out. Yeah, and there's got the manual there. Show you how to play it. Yeah, there's a picture of the giant spider. I mean, it doesn't look like a spider. It looks like some mountains, doesn't it? It doesn't look like a spider. I mean, you know, graphics. Who needs them? Let's just look at the Skull Spirit. Skull Spirit, he's awesome, isn't he? But yeah, lovely. So we've got the manual, we've got the game, we've got that lovely big box. I mean, Atari had some huge boxes. There is some even bigger boxes. We're not talking Commodore Spirit of the Stones, but we're still talking hefty. I mean, this is a big game. You need a big shelf, but it does look good spine on. And let's go for another one of those. What about this? The classic Donkey Kong. How many times are we going to talk about Donkey Kong? Not just in this show, but over the last few weeks. So many versions of Donkey Kong. But this is for the Atari 800. Let's check out the Atari 800 version of Donkey Kong. Regulars will know that the universal sign of the great conversion of Donkey Kong is the animated oil bucket. And as you can see, the Atari 800, it is animated, but it's a bit washed out, isn't it? It's very dark colours. I mean, Mario, he's very blue, and he's got a blue beard. I don't know. It doesn't look quite right, does it? Yes, Donkey Kong. You're sick of Donkey Kong. Stop going on about Donkey Kong. I mention last week, there was kind of like a big game for Atari. Donkey Kong was a big game pre-NES, pre-Famicom. Nintendo was still a big force in the world of video games, and it's lovely condition. I mean, the cartridge is beautiful, but so is the manual. Look at that. Not much to say. I mean, we all know to play Donkey Kong. They might as well actually start putting that in the. There were so many issues of Donkey Kong out there. They should have just put instructions. You know how to play Donkey Kong. You know how to play Donkey Kong. Don't make me waste the paper. Anyway, Donkey Kong. There, that is Atari done for the week. What's next? Okay, we've got some Sega! Let's go the first one. Now this is for the Master System. And I just put this out because we don't get many of these. This is Hang On. Okay, hang on. No, Hang On. For the Sega Master System, but it is on card. Now these are the cards. They only go in Master System 1. Apparently there's a Master System 1 that doesn't have a slot. Every Master System 1 I seem to see has the slot. Apparently there is also Master System 1s which don't have the slot. They're elusive, but they're out there. Yes, so we have a little card slot at the front, and you push it in. This has also got the manual. It's got a very creased manual, but that's okay. But the reason this is exciting, because the Master System famously has games built in, and Hang On is generally one of the built-in games on the Master System 1. But very early versions included it on a card because it wasn't inbuilt in the game. There was no ROM of the game built into the console. You had to have it on the card, and it was included in the box. So it's pretty rare. It's pretty rare. And it, of course, a classic Sega racing game. Now, that's not the only thing I've got to get excited about. What about this? Now, here you go. This is another Sega Master System card. And this is Super Tennis. Super Tennis. Let's just check it out. Yes, so Super Tennis on card. I love that it got a Sega sticker there. That's the seal sticker, but sometimes people whack them on the back. Let's not lose them, but they would normally be along there sealing the game. Let's open it up, and here we go. There you go. So you've got the beautiful manual there, lovely, and there is the card. And there's something very, very nice about these cards. It got some instructions on the back for use with Sega system only. This is based on the Mark III. This is Japanese pre-Master System. We had the Mark III Japanese console. And I believe that these games, I'm not sure the PAL worms do work on it, but it's the same format, it's the same technology. They made them in the same way. That they have cards like this too. So there was a legacy involved. There's a few caution notes on here. Avoid exposing cards to extreme temperature, excessive humidity or direct sunlight. Be careful not to bend the card or scratch the surface of the card. And for protection, when the card's not in use, please keep it inside its case. Yeah, lots of instructions there. But yeah, Super Tennis on card. That is rare. But not as rare as Ghost House. Also on card. Let's check out Ghost House. Yes, one of the rarest games on the Master System on card. I just love these cases. They're just so lovely, aren't they? Often you see the loose cards, but in the cases, such lovely things. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. Yeah, a very nice manual. This one has its little plastic protective wallet. Very nice. I'll take that out there, and then you can see a little protective, bit like PC Engine. PC Engine has those little wallets for its cards. These are a bit bigger than a PC Engine card. You can probably tell that. You've probably seen all this stuff before. I always wonder if I'm just telling you all stuff you all know about already. But anyway, interesting platform game, a lot of fun, and really rare on Sega card. Let's move on to something else, Jace. Okay. Let's go Nintendo. Nintendo. We had to get some Nintendo in. What is this? What the heck is that, Jace? Well, this is... I've got to admit, we only have, this is the first time we've ever had one of these in stock. And I did look at it and think, oh, I think I know what that is. It takes batteries on the bottom. There's a bit of a clue there. It says 3DS on it. This is a, what's it called? AF reader? AC reader? PC reader? AF reader. I think it's AF. AF reader. This reads your amiibos. You know those little funny cute things that you stick on and you get extra bonuses in games. This wirelessly connects to your 3DS. You put it on the table, you stick your amiibo on top, and then you get the bonuses on there. It's got a little power switch on the front. It's wireless. It's cute. It's a cute little box. It's an unusual thing, isn't it? It's unusual. I don't remember seeing those in the shops. Do you? A wireless 3DS amiibo connector, because I think you can also just get the amiibo and just put it on the front of the DS. I think it's got the readers built into the DS anyway. But if you can't be bothered to touch it on the DS, you can touch it on this instead. Brilliant! Moving on. SNES, let's go for SNES. What about this game? Now this is a classic. This is Yoshi's Safari. This is a game for the over-the-shoulder light gun. Nintendo scope. You know the Nintendo scope. It's huge. It's ridiculous. It's horrible. I got one. I got the SNES. My first SNES came in that pack that came with the free scope. So my first experience of the SNES was playing with the scope. Anyway, let's check out Yoshi's Safari. Now the problem with Nintendo's wholesome image and releasing a light gun is they don't really go together, do they? So they released games that are a bit cack like this. Shooting, I mean it's just shooting with that giant scope over your shoulder, shooting little furry angels that turn into shells. But what you really wanted to do, I mean come on Nintendo, what we really wanted to do was blow the mothers away. We want to blast people's heads off. But no, you've got us on the back of Yoshi, shooting things and getting coins. All the games for Nintendo Scope were kind of cutesy rubbish. Nintendo, if you just want to be so wholesome, you shouldn't have released a gun. Yes, you don't get to shoot Yoshi. Yeah, beautiful, lovely condition. It's just a loose cart, but if you've got one of those Nintendo Scopes, this is probably, it's up there as being actually worth playing on it. Moving on, Nintendo 64. Now you're gonna have to entertain this because this is just, it's Wave Race, okay? It's Wave Race for the Nintendo 64. Why am I getting Wave Race out? Not particularly rare. This is a very nice boxed example. But Wave Race, and I'm gonna say this, it's one of my all-time favourite games. Let's check it out. It's incredible. It is a racing game on water. Only 4 competitors, you forget, don't you? But it's all about the balance and the feel of the waves. The first time we ever raced properly on water in a video game. And it just adds a random feel. I mean, there's a lot of Mario Kart in this. There is a lot of Mario Kart that kind of a little bit random because you just don't know how you're going to hit the waves. The texture of the racetrack is constantly changing, making it incredibly tricky to get perfect. And the way that you have to maneuver these boys, excellent. Brilliant tracks, loads of variation on the tracks, like this one on a lake. Really smooth and flowing, just gorgeous, just so satisfying when you get it right. What about this really choppy? At the time, it blew my mind. It was like I'm in the middle of a hurricane. Incredible. It blew me away, still does. And it's got the best ever end to a level. When you finish a level, oh listen. Oh, it's so joyful. I feel like a superstar. Yes, wave race. I mean, it's just the water effect at the time. I can't overemphasize how mind-blowing that was. I am floating in water. I am really at the will of the waves. And they're never better. They should make more wave race. Wave race on the GameCube is okay. But, you know, you want a rougher sea. You want to be powering through rough seas. And Nintendo, come on. Make a new wave race, surely, for the Switch. We would all love it. I should get this out. You can see there's a lovely boxed one. Beautiful condition. This is a UK one. It's one of those games. Now I have a bit of a story with Wave Race. When I got Wave Race in 1996, I think 96, it was one of the back then, as you may all remember, games came out far earlier in Japan than they came out in the UK. Like a year. I mean, it seems ridiculous now. This is what happened. We waited a year for games to come out from Japan, and when it came out, I was like, oh, I need it. I saw the reviews. I really wanted it. And then I went to HMV in London and I saw it on the shelf, and it was £120, the import version, the Japanese version, and I splashed out for it. 120 quid for a game that really would only retail at 50. I mean, there's a bit of crease on the menu. This isn't that one. One was Japanese. But I've got to say, it was worth every penny because I literally spent the next 6 weeks playing nothing else. I absolutely was dedicated to Wave Race. It makes me happy as well. It's got that Sega vibe, that Sega happy sunshine feel about it. It makes me happy. So that's why I love Wave Race so much. Move on, Jace. Yes, still more N64. What about this? Donkey Kong 64. Classic. Not compared to... It hasn't got the acclaim that it deserves. It is a brilliant... If you like Banjo-Kazooie, it's written by the same team. Let's just check it out. Here we are then. This is Diddy Kong, of course. It may be not aged quite as well as I thought, but... it is a lot of fun. You play all the members of Donkey Kong's new family. He's got a whole family now. Diddy Kong and Grumpy Kong and Cranky Kong. And you solve very similar Banjo-Kazooie style puzzles. Yeah, but it's got a real charm about it. Now, I can't mention this brilliant game without talking about the intro. What an incredible intro. Here it goes.
Here we go.
So as you can see, it feels like a proper rare game. I know it's got Donkey Kong and the family and the brilliant intro. But yeah, it was mega. It was mega. I played it until we finished. I played it until it was finished, and it did end a bit abruptly. That's the main thing I remember about it. It suddenly ended a bit abruptly. When you finished Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie, the ending was pretty epic, and it took a long time to get there. But suddenly this ended, and you thought, oh, I thought there was going to be more to do. But I guess maybe they ran out of time. Maybe this game should have been bigger. Anyway, let's get it on the top screen. This is the American version. American stuff generally is worth more than European. I have no idea why. I've explained this before. We have got a slight faded edge there, sadly. It's just been left on a sunny shelf, but very nice example. Now the very awesome thing about the American version, wait for it, you probably know already. You probably just get that. Look, I mean the manual. Oh wow! I mean that is gorgeous. That is like new. And we've got flyers, we've got warning sheets, we've got you know, warranty. But look at that manual. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous manual. But here's the real fun. Oh my God, it's yellow. Yes, the N64 American version is yellow. The Donkey Kong 64, banana yellow. Oh, I love it. I've got to put that in quick because I don't think that's been touched. But beautiful, beautiful. Oh, do love. Yeah, they've got coloured cartridges. Japan got coloured cartridges for N64. America got coloured cartridges on N64. UK just got grey. We just got grey. I think they were appealing to the British personality. Probably they all seen John Major and they just thought, oh no. They just like grey over there. They just want everything to be grey, like the sky. So yeah, we just got grey cartridges. I don't know. It's not very fair, is it? I like a jazzy yellow cartridge. Worth mentioning also, I'll put a picture up. This was released to coincide with the release of Donkey Kong 64, and we never got this either. Isn't that amazing? Yes, a banana controller. I mean, it's obvious. Why didn't that come out here? It's brilliant N64 collectible, and you need it. You need it. What's next, Jace? Another N64. This is a Japanese one. This is a Japanese one. This is an unusual game, unreleased outside of Japan, and this is Rockman Dash. Now, if you know about your Japanese games, you know Rockman is actually Mega Man. Mega Man, yes, Mega Man. Let's check out Mega Man Dash. Brilliant, yeah. So an arcade game that we did not get. Very, very nice. Mega Man related arcade action game. Yeah, definitely worth a mention on the show. One more thing in the box, and it's still Nintendo, but it's a rare GameCube game, and it's this, Doshin the Giant. Let's show you Doshin the Giant. Yes, Doshin the Giant. This is a very unusual first-party Nintendo game. It's kind of a Peter Molyneux-inspired God game, but you play this giant. Looking after the people, trying to keep the people happy. The happier you can make the people by moving their stuff around and doing them favours, the bigger you get and the more abilities you get. It's an interesting, slow game, simulation style game. But what about the intro? Yes, this is a bit shocking. Is that his penis? He's got a small stubby penis and it's on show. And you're not going to like what happens next. It takes a turn. Straight to camera. Oi! Not the camera. Oi, get off! Oh. Yeah, this was a game that I actually had for my 64DD drive. Beautiful packaging. Very rare now. Doshin the Giant. Beautiful game. Yeah, what a lovely game to end the show on. Thank you for watching. Until next week, Retro Gamers!
Retrogames says thank you for watching. Retrogames says thank you for watching.
I always like to come up with a little tagline at the end of the show. The only thing I can come up with this week is Josh in the Giant.